All right, guys, today's lesson is on adding and subtracting cube roots. Just like square roots, you can only add and subtract cube roots or square roots when they have the same number underneath the radical. For example, if I have 2 rad 3s and I'm adding 4 rad 3s, you just combine the coefficients. So 2 plus 4 would give you 6 rad 3. Here's an example where you cannot combine it. If I had 1 rad 3 and I was adding this to rad 2, those you cannot combine because they do not have the same number underneath the radical like this example did. So this one can't be simplified any further. This one simplifies into 6 rad 3. So let's take that knowledge into the problems below where we're dealing with cubed roots, and some of these problems are also going to have square roots thrown in, so make sure you pay attention to whether there's a 3 here or whether there's nothing there. For example, down here, if nothing is written, then it's implied that that is a square root. So, taking a look at the first example, we are going to need to simplify the first radical. So we can break up 32 into 16 times 2, and I'll cross it out. I could break up the 16 into 4 times 4, cross it out, and I can break up the 4s into 2 times 2. All right, let's see what we can take out of here. I have 1, 2, 3. So let's pull that to the outside. There is a negative out here. So we have negative 2. What's left underneath? That's 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, 4 you can't break up for a cubed root. So I'm just going to bring this term down. And it's a cubed root here and a cubed root here. Okay, given that they have the same number underneath the radical, we can combine the coefficients. So negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. And we have a 4 underneath. And that would be your final answer. All right, let's try the next one. I can break up the 54 by maybe dividing out of 9. That'd be one option to break that up. The 9 would break up into 3 times 3. The 6 would break up into 3 times 2. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3. So I'll pull that to the outside. Let's bring down the first term. Minus, pull the 3 out, and you just have a 2 left underneath. Technically, this is a negative 1 written in front of here. So it's negative 1 minus 3. So that would give us negative 4 as our coefficient. All right, let's take a look at example number 3. I can't break up the 3, but I can break up the 81. We could break that up into 9 times 9. Then I could break that up into 3 times 3. 3 times 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'll bring down my first term. Pull that 3 to the front. There's already a negative right there. And it looks like there's a 3 left underneath. So I have negative 2 minus 3. So that would be negative 5. Okay, next problem. Let's break up the 135. I would start with dividing by 5. That would be 5 times 27. 27 could break up into 9 times 3. 9 would break up into 3 times 3. I found my group of 3. When you bring that out to the front and multiply it to what's already out there, so we have negative 2 times 3, so that's negative 6. And what's left underneath is just a 5. So negative 6 minus 3 gives us -9. Okay, now we're just dealing with a situation where we have 3 terms instead of 2 terms. So the 4s I can't break up. This one I can break up. I could break that up into maybe 6 and 4. And I'll take that negative out to the front, but I'm just going to continue my breakup from here. 6 I could break up into 3 times 2 and 2 times 2. I'm going to bring the negative out while I bring that 2 out as well. So bring down your first term, your second term, and I'm bringing out a -2. So 2 times -2, that's -4, and we have a 3 left underneath the radical. Okay, so this one's not like with the first 2, but the first 2 are like. So 3 plus 2, that would be 6. And you cannot combine those because they do not have the same radicand, which is the number under the radical. Okay, now we need to be very careful as we approach this problem. We have a square root combined with cube roots. Let's start with simplifying this cube root. I could break up the 16 into 4 times 4. I could break up the 4 into 2 times 2. 2 times 2. All right, so I'll bring that 2 to the front. I already have a -2 out here, so -2 times 2 would give us -4, and we would have a 2 left underneath the radical. Okay, for 27, we can break up the 27 into 9 times 3, and we could break up the 9 into 3 times 3. However, because this is a square root, we are actually looking for pairs and not triples. Right? So now I can take out a group of 2. So let's see, 2 times 3 would give us 6, and we would have a rad 3 left underneath. I'm just going to bring this term down. I could combine those terms. Those terms are like, so -4 minus 3. And that would be our final answer. All right, if you guys go ahead and flip to the next page, you'll see that there's more examples for the notes on the back, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off my video here for the notes. What you guys are working on for the remainder of class is the 12.3 homework assignment. When I return on Monday, I will check both the 12.2 and the 12.3 homework for a grade. The answer key to both of these are already on CTLS, so if you want to check your work during class today, feel free to do so. All right, I hope it goes well and enjoy your weekend. I will see you Monday.